Hey, this is Ryan Clayton with the Young Turks and TYT Politics. We're at the Addicting Info After Party at Netroots Nation with Warren G.
Hey.
Thanks for being here, man. We appreciate it.
All right.
And first of all, I just want to ask you, you got kids, right? You got four kids?
I got 6 kids.
Awesome, man. And how do you talk to them about what's going on in our country today, especially with regards to like the Black Lives Matter movement? Do you support the Black Lives Matter movement, and how do you feel about what's going on? How do you explain it to them?
I mean, I support it. I just tell I got 2 teenagers, so and they drive, so I just tell them, if you get pulled over, be respectful and don't get all loud. Make sure you put your hands right there on the side of the window, so they know you're not reaching for nothing. And then that's it. You just be respectful. Don't start a fire. Just, be calm about the situation and everything will be all right.
So what has your personal experience been with the police?
I used to get my ass kicked. But it conditioned me to, now when I do get pulled over. I'm a clean guy. I ain't no criminal or nothing like that. But I just know how to talk, and not put myself in a situation where I end up getting my ass kicked or shot or something like that. I'm gonna be respectful and just talk. I'm not gonna get loud or nothing like that. I'm gonna just be respectful about everything. But I'm down with the movement. The Black Lives Matter movement. Because it's been a lot of things going on that keep getting buried away. It's time for everything to be up front, and people getting time for their crime. It's pretty heavy, but hopefully all this stuff, the police will see, us as regular citizens will see that none of this stuff is worth it, man. Because at the end of the day, somebody is losing a son, a dad, a brother, and then you gonna be gone also because you did the shit. So you gonna be, it's pretty much the same thing, because you gonna go to jail for life, and that's just like being dead, because you ain't gonna be able to communicate with the real world no more. So to prevent all that, everybody should just be on, just taking it easy.
So how do you think things have changed since like LA with Rodney King and the riots that went down there until now? What's like changed from now until then?
A lot ain't really changed. People still getting their ass kicked.
Do you think it's worse, or has it gotten better? Has it become more militarized, more violent?
It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's just we all got cameras now, right?
And then people getting shot. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like I said, I got my ass kicked a bunch of times. But it wasn't cool. I didn't do shit. Teenager shit. Shit like that. But that's just how young teens in that era was stereotyped, but it didn't do nothing to condition me to learn how to talk. As far as I don't want to get my ass kicked, so I'm gonna be respectful towards you. I ain't gonna bad mouth.
Yeah. So why don't you think things have changed? Why has nothing changed, and what needs to change?
I think that they should change. They should change the way. When somebody is getting arrested, if they don't have a gun, you don't have to shoot.
Exactly.
Don't shoot. You don't see a gun, don't shoot. Now, if you search me, you get a gun, disarm them, and that's it. Like they used to do, disarm them. Don't shoot somebody because they take off running. That's crazy.
So Philando Castile, young gentleman who just died at the hands of a police officer, he had a gun, but he had a license to carry that gun. He followed all of the commands of the officer. He was
Yeah.
respectful by all accounts.
Right.
And the police officer shot him with his kid in the back seat of the car, right in front of his girlfriend. His girlfriend puts it on Facebook Live and it goes viral. Everybody, the whole world sees this.
Yeah.
If you could, what would you say to Philando Castillo's killer?
He was wrong. You know, he was wrong. I mean, he clearly, you know, said that he had a firearm. What I think he should have said was, okay, put your hands out where I can see him and get out the car. Once he got out the car, he went to go around and disarm him. Ask him, well, where is it at? Okay, it's right here. Grab it. He take it, disarm him, then get the paperwork and give him the paperwork to show that it was legit, you know. And but he didn't do that. He just panicked, like it was like he was nervous, like he was gonna shoot, you know. And that was bad, man. That was cold,
Horrible.
you know. And he there's got to be some justice in that, you know.
For sure. So what's hip hop's responsibility to like address some of these issues, and what can hip hop do to kind of educate people about their rights?
I mean, we could make songs about it, you know, because a lot of things today is music driven. So us as rappers, instead of, you know, talking about a lot of the stuff that we talk about, kind of get in and involved in what's going on with that too, and turn it into a story that the youth can understand, so they'll know what to do.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been arrested a few times, mostly for like social justice kind of stuff with Reverend Barber in North Carolina or Democracy Spring at the U.S. Capitol. But I've also had my fair share of running with the cops, right?
Right.
And one of the things I learned from this like libertarian kid, he said, you know, always ask a police officer, am I being detained or am I free to go? And if they say, well, I just got one question for you, you say, okay, fine, answer my question first. Am I being detained or am I free to go? You know, and I've gotten out of tons of situations, man, that I shouldn't have been in by saying that.
See, and you can't say that shit in LA. I can't say it. If I say it, they gonna turn it into something else.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be a smart ass.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just rather just diffuse the shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, sir, I'm not doing nothing. You know, what else do we need to do? You ran my name. I ain't got no warrants. Fine. Done. I'm done.
Cool. So I don't know if you noticed, I'm a white guy.
It's all good.
And,
I mean, I got white buddies that done got their ass kicked too by the police.
So what don't I know, you know, about the lived experience of like you or your kids, and what can I do for Black Lives Matter? What can people out there do for Black Lives Matter who look like
It needs to. Somebody need to come up with a system, as far as like with the police, to monitor them very closely, you know, in their while they're at work, you know, and then that way everything is being documented. The every move, the every step of what's going on. Plus, there should be some type of technology to where they can hear what they're saying, so they can say, okay, that was foul, you know, and they can get in trouble for saying the wrong thing. It's you know, they can get in trouble by their superior for doing some foul shit. You know, it's got to be some type of system to where they got to be controlled by their higher ups. You know, but like, you know, all police ain't bad. You know, I got a lot of friends that's police officers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got, they, you know, when they ain't police, they chilling, they one of the homies. I mean, we chill, get faded, you know, just regular, it's just regular shit. But, and they good people, man, good dudes, you know, so I ain't police bashing or nothing like that, because you do got some good dudes. That's cool.
So you got a situation like Dallas, right? And then you got all these killings around the country at the hands of the cops. And so it's kind of like there's this moment where, like, you know, people who are siding with the cops and the people that are siding with, you know, just these like young black kids that are getting shot.
Yeah.
They kind of have a moment of empathy where each side is saying, you know, I can feel that pain. Like, what would your message be to all those people feeling pain on both sides? What would you say to them?
pray that this stuff change. You know, it's just to me it was just like a lot of tension, just tension period. You know, that's why a lot of the acts that's going on right now out around the nation. I mean, it's a bunch of tension because of what happened with all the people before that. You know, it's just a build-up. You know, like everybody was saying, ain't no more talking. You know, and but I'm glad that you know what Snoop did was pretty big by going down to the police station and telling the chief that we need to talk. You know, because you don't want this shit right here to erupt. Because it ain't no buildings, none of that shit. This shit is wide open. You ain't gonna know where it's coming from. So it was good that he did that, so nothing in LA would spark up, because they'd have to call the National Guard up in there. That's how bad it would get.
Yeah. So what do you think the current message of hip hop is, man? What are you listening to?
I listen to Drake.
New album, right?
All his shit is old shit, new shit. I like his music. He remind me of my motherfucking self. Same shit. All the ladies love me. You know? But I listen to Drake. I like Young Dolph. I like Yo Gotti. I like him. J. Cole. Kevin Gates. YG. Kendrick Lamar, you know.
So what do you think the message of hip hop is today?
It ain't no message in hip hop right now. As far as on what was going on, you know, the message in hip hop right now is who want to be the biggest trap man. You know, and but hopefully this stuff can change, because it's not cool wanting to be known as a motherfucker that's just known for selling dope. The fuck? You want to get fame from people knowing that you was a trap man, that you was a dope dealer? No, I ain't trying to act like I was a angel all my life. I've been through all that shit, so it's just crazy to see how this is what they rapping about now, seeing who is the biggest or who want to be selling birds and shit like that. And that wasn't our shit. Our shit was the lifestyle, the shit that was going on. Like right then and there, it was drive-bys. That's when those was happening. Walk-bys, drive-bys, selling dope, you know, prostitution, you know, just regular street life, you know, partying, getting fucked up, fucking bitches. You know, it was crazy.
The good old days, right?
But it in all our shit back then, it was a message too. It wasn't just, okay, we're gonna party and get fucked up. We made it to where it was a message in that shit. So after you listen, you're like, damn, wow. Like Little Ghetto Boy that was on the Chronic. It was a lesson. It was a story about, you know, you got older guys as gangsters, you know, trying to punk the little kids out of their shit, you know, trying to punk, because he an OG. So he punking them and stuff, and then the motherfucker fuck around and shoot his ass. But you backed him into the wall, so now he shot you. But the lesson is that, you know, being a bully ain't gonna get you, it's gonna get you killed. Pretty much. So that was a message.
Cool. Well, thanks for being a voice of reason, man, through some dark days. And we appreciate you being here and spending some time with us.
For sure.
Yeah. And this is TYT Politics. We're here with Warren G. And we're at the Addicting Info After Party at Netroots Nation. Thanks, man.
All right.